everyone, today we're making Hot-banero peach jelly jam, whatever.
Yep, peach habanero jam. So this recipe has been on my site for a long time, but we figured it was time to remake it. We've been looking for habaneros and all the farmers markets and stuff, and we finally got some. Mimi found some, so Mimi and Pops did, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and whip up a batch. It's fun for cream cheese and crackers. It makes a good glaze for like pork chops or chicken. We've done hot wings with it. So it's kind of versatile. It's like a sweet and heat kind of thing. So today we're making a double batch. Actually, we have 2 pounds of peaches in here. Then we're gonna add 4 cups of sugar.
All of the sugar.
All that sugar.
It's best if you glaze it in sugar.
I did use frozen peaches today just because that way they're already sliced and peeled. You can use fresh if you want. And then we need, We need lemon juice, 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. The lemon juice helps the natural pectin in the fruit come out, so we don't have to add any pectin or anything. So we're gonna go ahead and let these peaches defrost and let the
glaze start happening.
The sugar kind of melt in and let everything kind of come together here. And then, of course, if you're going to make peach habanero jelly, you need habaneros. When you're dealing with hot peppers, I always suggest wearing gloves if you have them. Otherwise, wash your hands a lot. Do not touch your eyeballs or any of your private parts or anything that might be sensitive to spiciness. Don't touch your face for a while. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. But the gloves help. All right.
I've kind of been just stirring this.
So I'm going to go ahead and get these habaneros cut. I think I'm going to use 5 today. You can kind of do it to your heat preference. I'm going to leave the seeds and the big parts of the membrane out, and then just kind of chop the actual pepper itself. I'm going to do it relatively fine, but we're going to use an immersion blender later to kind of bring it all together so it doesn't have to be super small. Habaneros are kind of nice for this kind of jelly, like any kind of like sweet heat jelly, just because they have a fruity kind of flavor to them to start with, so they go really well with the peaches.
More of a fruity pepper than most peppers.
And they're kind of fun and pretty. It's a cool shape, huh?
The sugar's definitely turned into a glaze with the lemon juice and stuff. And all the juices and stuff. It's pretty thick right now.
Yeah. The peaches will release some juice as we go, and it'll get a little bit easier to stir. But right now, with them being frozen and whatever, it's going to take a few minutes.
But they still frost on some of them, which is kind of surprising. Because we've had them on the stove and the hot plate for about 7 and 8 minutes.
Oh, I can smell them. Smell that?
Although I can't really smell them from back here. They smell fruity though. I smell more fruit than hot. So I'm now excited to try them.
Yeah, somebody wants to do the Hot-banero challenge today. He thinks he's going to take a bite, so we'll do that here in just a second.
I have my water bottle full of ice water, and I have a glass of milk.
Alright, so let me get these in here, and then he's going to try a pepper. So we're just going to...
Ooh, this definitely got thinner.
Ooh, that little breath was hot, so I'm feeling sorry for you already.
Don't.
Alright, I'm going to add these.
Okay, I'm just going to mix those in. I don't know why I'm saying
Alright, so to make the jam, all we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a simmer. We're going to keep it at a low boil for about 15 minutes. We'll come back then and hit it with the immersion blender and see how thick it is. It might need a little bit more time or it might not. We'll just have to check it out then and see how it looks and go from there. So in the meantime, I'm ready to watch you try a pepper. Only if you want to.
We just need to go get the timer.
We can watch on there and I'll tell you how long it's been.
Okay.
See how long you can make it.
If I see how long it takes me to recover.
See Yeah, until the tears stop. We'll see how it goes. He's not usually into spicy food, so I'm not sure what's gotten into him lately, but he tried a jalapeno, raw jalapeno a couple days ago, and then a stuffed jalapeno like a popper last night. So now he thinks he's ready for a habanero. He likes calling them Hot-baneros, so I guess we're gonna give it a go and
because they're hot
and see how it goes. See if he can handle the heat.
I mean, I just really think I can, but else I don't know.
All right. Well, you got milk and water, and you can always spit it out if you need to.
That's what this bowl is for.
Oh boy, guys.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. For the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Take
go.
a bite.
Spicy?
Oh my gosh.
Woo! The eyes are still watering, so we haven't stopped the timer yet. He did this to himself, people. This was his own idea. Still hot? His eyes are
Really,
still
really
watering.
hot.
It's almost been a minute. Oh, you look like you're recovering. No, your mouth is still on fire. It's going to be a little while, I would guess. All right, so let that be a lesson. Don't take a huge bite out of a raw habanero if you don't have much heat tolerance. I think he's going to survive, though. It looks survivable. All right, well, we're going to let this come to a boil. We'll be back in about probably 20-25 minutes once this has come to a boil and simmered for a while, and we'll see how it's looking. So we'll check back in with you then. We'll see if he's recovered fully by then. He's looking better already.
I still haven't recovered fully yet.
Still not fully recovered. But we're only 2 minutes in. I would guess by 25 we'll be good. All right.
Okay, so it's simmering right now.
Yep.
And if you're wondering why it's over there, it's because we're going to use an immersion blender, and I do not want to get splashed with this boiling hot.
Yep, we are going to use the immersion blender. It's my favorite way to do this kind of stuff. You can use a regular blender, but you need to be careful when you have hot liquids in the blender so that the steam doesn't build up. So you have to let it vent every so often. This is less to clean, and you can do it right in your pot, so you don't have to worry about the steam building up. We'll go ahead and get this buzzed up.
And so we have jars to put it in this funnel. That looks good. Oh, there's a chunk.
Once you get it blended up pretty well, you can leave some kind of small chunks, but you don't want it to be too chunky. You want it to be able to spread later. So first we're going to do, this is a trick I learned. It's always kind of hard to tell whether or not you've cooked it enough, like your jellies and jams and preserves and stuff. So we're going to take just a tiny bit, put it on a plate, and put it in the refrigerator for just 5 minutes or so. If it's set to your liking, then it's done. If not, keep cooking it. So we're going to go ahead and let this go in the fridge for a few minutes and see what it looks like when it's done.
Okay, so we have it. We have that set.
Yep, it was in the fridge for 7 minutes, and as you can see, it's pretty well holding onto the plate. So that's thick enough for our liking. If it's not thick enough, just cook it a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and ladle this into jars. Make sure your jars are really clean. I would imagine you could process this. I'm not a canner, so I've never done that before. So usually what I do is I keep a couple in the refrigerator and then freeze the rest. And then you can pull it out later and use it on your crackers or,
Is that full?
I wouldn't do a little more.
About that much.
Or if you're gonna use it as like a glaze on chicken or pork chops or something, then you could do it even in smaller jars, like in 1 cup jars or probably even 4 ounce jars for pork chops or something. And then just pull one out later, brush it on when they're basically cooked. Obviously there is a fair amount of sugar in this, so you're gonna wanna use it like you do like a barbecue sauce where you put it on at the end, like a finishing sauce and not.
This looks pretty good.
Yep.
It's still pretty warm.
Yep, it's still pretty warm. And not too early. So we'll go ahead and get this ladled up and put away. We hope you enjoyed watching us.
Put the lid on yet.
Okay. We hope you enjoyed watching us make peach habanero sauce. We hope you really enjoyed watching somebody try a habanero. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.
It took me about 5 minutes to recover.
Yeah, it took a little bit. But he's okay now. He survived. Don't worry about him too much.
I would.
All right. I would worry too, but not about his tongue so much. All right. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.